All right, so a couple of things now. You can see on the left-hand side here, you can see that we've got this is in amber. Now, what that means is that there's something wrong with the code, that nothing which we can't, it's not like crucial for it not to work. And this is what's called an alt tag. So basically, an alt tag is what we put on to images, for screen readers. So we could have like a we're just describing what is in on that particular one there. So if we go back to here, you can see that it says cassette from the 80s. So I've just basically described it. So if someone was blind and using a screen reader, that would then read what this actual image is about. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. Now, the other thing what we're going to do here is we're going to change this bit here. Now, what we had it at 50% and at height at 100. Now you can see here that that is bigger than that. So what we're going to do is we're going to change this to auto, and auto allows this to flex to the size of the image. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. If I go back and save it, now you can see that it's flexed to the size of that image. It's put it into the center. Before I had it at 50%, okay, of the size, but now I've just said height, make it, and the width, just automatically sort of size it to the page, and the height just size it to whatever's in there. So obviously I've got that stuff in there. Now also what we want to do is we want to make this flexible as well, this image. So again, what we're going to do is I'm just going to sort of take you to this page, how to create responsive images. What we mean by that is that what we want to do is we want this image to flex. So we want it to kind of increase in size and decrease in size, as we can see here, okay, depending on the size of the screen. Okay, so what we're going to do is we've got all this stuff in example, we've got the image and we've got our image in and we've put our alt tag, but we haven't got this class responsive. So this here, we're just going to copy this and we're going to add this into here. Okay, so now we've added responsive in here, but we haven't quite finished. What we need to do is we need to add this bit of code into our CSS page. So we're going to add in this one here, this dot responsive, and we're going to say if you want the image to scale down, it has to, but never scale up to larger than its original size. Okay, so we're just going to grab that stuff as well. Okay, this is on how to create responsive images. So if you search how to create responsive images, you'll get this. I'll try and maybe do a crib sheet as well for you. And we're putting this into the style sheet. So again, just right down to the bottom here, we're dropping it in there. Okay, so that's on our style sheet. Okay, I know there's a lot to take in, but hopefully it's making sense. And now that should flex. Is that flexed? Okay, maybe because this isn't big enough, okay, that we can't see it flexing because it's just staying the same size. But if we put a large image in there, hopefully that you would be able to see that. I don't know if I've got a large image in my old one, which we could try, which is back to the 80s. As you can see, that's 990 by 550. That might be too big to kind of evidence that. What we're doing is we're basically sort of backing ourselves that if we put a big image in, it will respond to the actual page. It'll flex down, and then that will be that'll kind of make sure that it's not, you know, if it was a huge image, it would sort of retreat down as well. But because it's only a small image, it is actually small. Is it moving down? No, it's not. It's because it's too small to do that. Okay. Final things is that we want to get rid of this background now because we don't want to see that. We don't want to see this other color. Okay, so what we're doing is we go back to here. We add it as dark cyan. What we're going to do is take that down as lime. Okay, so that will be the same as the background before. There you go. And then finally, we've got this home page, this H1 tag at the top. Okay, again, we change the background color of that to Alice blue. Okay, so again, if we sort of take the background off, it might just default to the background. Let's just check what it does. Okay, there you go. So you can see now we've got our home page. Okay, that's just there. It's kind of it's not picking up that one there, and we've got our other area there. We've got our other menu. So now what we're getting is we're getting a sort of template which we can then at some point we can save, and we've got our we've got our kind of branding colors, and then we can then just adapt our home page. So we're kind of quite a way through this now. We've got kind of, so if you want to do this as a sort of as your one, you've got your home page and you've got maybe an image, and then you'll have your menu, and then all that we have to do for your actual assignment is to make sure that we add in all the other elements that you need to make sure that you fulfill the requirements, and that will be in this main bit here. Okay, so have a go at doing that. Make sure that you've got everything done as I've said, and you've got your sort of responsive class as well.